When I experienced this thing, I was like, this is so gross. It is annoying. It is disgusting. In Nigeria, we don't do that. Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Yay! We finally have a life in the Philippines episode. I know it's been a hot minute since I last posted, updates or anything related to that. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Jane and I hope you love it here. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel and make sure to give the video a thumbs up. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my first impression about the Philippines. You guys, when I came to this country, it shocked me. I noticed a few things. My first impression about this country was the people. Okay, when I first got here, right from the airport, everybody was actually nice to me. I didn't receive any bad treatment whatsoever. So yeah, from the taxi driver to everyone, to where I bought my SIM card, to the hotel where I lodged in Manila, and it was a whole experience that I don't have anything bad to say about it. Okay, so first thing was people, the kind gestures and everything, but the taxi drivers were asking very unnecessary questions, very personal questions, and I kind of understand because they are seeing like black people, they're seeing you as a tourist, you just came into their country, so they want to know more about you and where you come from. So don't find it very offensive. But after a while, after I've stayed here, there are times when I am very tired, I am upset, I'm frustrated, and you just see a taxi driver asking you questions that you don't want to answer. At that point in time, you don't even want to talk, but he's asking you a lot of questions. That's a whole different scenario. But when I first came, I found it very funny that he was asking me if I had a boyfriend, if I was married, and stuff like that. And I was just laughing. I was like, wow. Because I actually arrived at night, you guys. When I arrived at night, everywhere the city was lit, like there was light everywhere. If you know the country where I'm coming from, it's not like that. Okay, it is not like that. So it was quite fascinating for me. I was like, wow, this place is really fine. And then I noticed the wires. I'm like, I thought they said in abroad wires don't used to hang up, it used to be underground. Gosh, I was so bush. I was like, what? Why are there wires everywhere? But I guess it's not like that everywhere. You get, even in Canada and the rest of it, I think at some point you're going to see wires, so it's not a bad thing. So yeah, that actually shocked me. You guys, my first impression about the food, at first I wasn't picky about it. I just kind of managed the first few days. Then I realized that they cook with a lot of garlic, and I had to start asking, oh please, can you not put garlic, because I don't eat garlic, and reduce onion in my food because they use a lot of onion, they use a lot of garlic, and it's not really my thing. So I told them to always take out the garlic. And then for the food, I realized that they eat a lot of rice, a lot of chicken, a lot of pork, and a lot of bread. They don't really have varieties of food like that. They don't really explore food here. It's still centered around carbohydrates a lot. So it was something that I had to battle with for a while, but I realized there's nothing you can do. It's just their food. They're just centered more into rice, especially rice. You're going to eat rice. In a week, if I don't eat rice, I don't feel normal. I feel like there's something wrong with me. While in Nigeria, in a week, if you don't eat swallow, you don't feel normal. I realized the jeepneys from Manila, I saw jeepneys running, and I was like, what are these iron constructed buses that I see people entering? There's this thing they call in my country gongoro. It's like an olden days ancient car or bus. So I was like, this thing that looks like gongoro that people are entering in this country, what is it? Okay, so it's called jeepney. It's a local bus made here to transport people from one point to another, and it is one of the cheapest means of transportation in the Philippines. So I got to know that, and I moved on but you guys, if you enter that thing and come out, your body is going to be paining you. I'm sorry, you are going to feel pain in your body. The irons they use in making those things are very thick. and they can really make your body hurt, especially when they are driving in rough areas. You just hear boom and you move and you hit your body. By the time you come down from that jeepney, that part of your body will also be paining you as well. I also realized that I saw a lot of students wearing school uniforms, and I was like, you see a child that already has breasts, a matured lady wearing school uniform, and I was like, what's going on here? Okay, so when I finally enrolled in school, I realized that you have to wear school uniforms every day to school, aside from, you know, your college days, and it was not fun. It didn't look cute. I'm sorry, I can't call myself a university student and then I still get to, you know, wear school uniform. It just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, because of how it is in Nigeria. In Nigeria, you get to explore muftis, fashion while in uni, but here it's not a thing. You have to stick with the school rules and regulations by putting on school uniforms and school IDs every single day. The money, you guys, when I saw the notes, they are so beautiful. They were so gorgeous. Actually, when I changed my money, it was so beautiful. I have lost the phone I had when I first came. I took pictures of them. I just documented my process by taking pictures. It was so cute, and I was like, wow, this people's money is so fine. Like, if I die. I also noticed that Philippines, a lot of things matter and a lot of things mean so much to them. When it comes to heritage, you will just see a random sculpture that that has so much meaning, and you're like, now wow. That's one thing I actually noticed, that they have a lot of heritage sculptures everywhere that means so much to them. Filipino colleagues and, you know, classmates will always tell me, nosebleed, nosebleed, and I'm like, what's going on? What do you mean by nosebleed? It's funny to me. Not knowing they meant, it was difficult for them to understand what I was saying because of my accent. I'm Nigerian, and yes, I do have Nigerian accent, so it's actually very difficult for them to understand what I'm saying. So they're always like, nosebleed, nosebleed, and I feel like there was something in my nose, but that was not it. They just meant that they cannot understand me. So most of the time, some of them would just start laughing, and it gets annoying, but you can't do anything about it. They just laugh because they cannot respond back to you. You might be asking for directions or asking to know stuff, and you just see people laughing, and you're like, what's funny? I'm saying, is it funny to you? But no, they just don't know how to respond back to you. So don't take it to heart in any way. Just move on. Yeah, just leave the person and go, and you find someone that actually understands English. Students here, I noticed that they were wearing their uniforms till night, and I'm like, why would you be wearing your school uniform in the night? It was crazy because in Nigeria, I mean, with the moment you get back from school by 2 p.m, 4 p.m, you take off your uniform. But here, you see some students wear their uniform till night, roaming around the streets, and I'm like, you guys, didn't your parents see you? Didn't they talk to you that you can't wear your uniform at home? But it's a thing here, and it really doesn't matter to them at all. But in Nigeria, you can't try that. Your mother will slap you. When I first came, my friends would say, oh, we are going to market. I'll be like, oh, okay, no problem. But then I'll be like, wait, is it not night? Like, I'll be like, wait though, but it's night. How will you go to market in Nigeria? Like, the market is only open at night. I'm like, it's only open at night or what? Then they explain to me that yes, that things are half the price at night, but during the day it's, you know, expensive, so they rather just go to market at night. And then we all adapted the habit of going to market in the night. In Nigeria, you can't go to the market at night. It's only early in the morning, let's say by 7 a.m. ish, and even at 7 a.m. the market won't be crowded. You won't see a lot of vendors. So it was quite different, but yeah, I gradually adapted to it, and now I'm more of a night market person. Notice that they eat a lot of pork in the Philippines. Pork, lechon is like the roasted pig, whatever. In Nigeria, we actually eat pork, but it's not as common as it is here. And even here, the way they eat chicken chicken is nothing to them. Chicken is like everyday kind of food. In Nigeria, if you're killing chicken every day, you must be very rich, okay? So it's more of beef. We eat more of beef in Nigeria, and chicken, turkey, you know, once in a while, maybe like once every week or 2 times every week. But here, chicken is a daily thing and beef is like what you eat once in a while. So it's just crazy. It's just the opposite. Okay, we are not really into pork in Nigeria. I just know that most people eat dog meat. Yeah, we eat dog a lot. But here, I also noticed something about here. They allow a lot of stray dogs move on the streets, which is not good. I feel like the Philippines government should also do something about it, because there are lots of people who have phobias for these animals, and you let them roam the streets, and it's really crazy. Especially for me, I have huge phobias for dog, and every time I leave my house, my heart is in my hand, and it's not a good thing. And I feel like they should do something about it. There are lots of street dogs, and it's not a good thing at all. That is one thing I see. In Nigeria, you would not find street dogs. They all have owners, and even if they are on the streets, maybe just to let them, you know, take a poop or stuff like that, and maybe take a walk and take them back inside. And if you have dogs in Nigeria, you always see there, beware of dogs. That way you know that that place, that environment, they do have dogs. In Nigeria, we do more of calls than text, but here texting is a thing. You can't randomly just call people. It's more of text me, I'll respond. They love to text a lot, and I kind of like texting. That just call somebody, at least text, and I'll be like, oh, can I call you? So I actually developed the habit of now taking permissions before I call people. We might be texting, because I'm not a texting person. I love to call. Something that I will talk to you in 1 minute, I'll not take 5 minutes texting back and forth. It just doesn't make sense to me. So I just text you, and I'll be like, can I call you? And if you say yes, then I give you a call. That's how it works here. But most times people just prefer that you text them and then they respond to you. As a foreigner, you have that fame. Everywhere you go, they're always staring at you, and they're always touching your hair. If they kind of get a little bit close to you, they want to know what kind of hair you have and stuff like that. And it's crazy. Okay, it is crazy, but it's fine, it's okay, because they just want to know the texture of your hair and why your hair is black like that, or why you have afro. So it's actually okay. Filipinos are not crazy about respect like that. In Nigeria, respect is so huge. You have to respect whoever that is older than you, or whoever is superior to you, one way or the other. They are not crazy about respect as much as Nigerians are crazy about respect. That's one thing that I can tell you. You can walk into somewhere, not greet the lady, she won't feel offended. Just say hi, go straight to the point. She won't feel offended. But in Nigeria, you can't walk into the bank and just say hi and they'll attend to you. Don't you know how to greet? You have to say hello, good afternoon, or hi, good afternoon. You have to say good afternoon. If not, nobody is gonna answer you. You have to say good morning, good evening. Nobody is going to take you seriously. But here, nobody really cares. Just say hi and go straight to the point, and they're going to respond to you. Nobody freaking cares about respect. Yes, I have experienced racism before. I think I also have a video about that, but it's not something that is huge. It's not something that happens every day, so you're going to be very fine. Okay, then when it comes to the language barrier, most of them can't speak English. Most of them don't understand English, but they have really learned people and really educated people that understand and speak English. So you won't have an issue. You can't go somewhere and you won't find at least one person that understands English language. Spitting, Filipinos spit every single place. When I experienced this scene, I was like, this is so gross. You will literally be walking on the street and see salivas everywhere. It is annoying. It is disgusting. In Nigeria, we don't do that. I'm not saying people don't spit. They spit, but you cover your spit. Is not good for someone else to see what you just puked. Yeah, you'll just be walking on the street and you see saliva everywhere. You'll be walking and someone just like, I'm like, sometimes I feel like I want to stretch my hand and hit you, but you can't do that here, because that is so gross. Okay, the whole LGBT community thing in here, it's a thing. In Nigeria, you can't even come out and tell your parents you're gay. Are you mad? Are you mad? You can't do that. Nigerians don't really support the whole gay community like that. The amount of people that support gay are not even up to 1%. Okay, in Nigeria. But here, gay is a thing. Nobody freaking cares. Your son can be gay and you don't mind. Your daughter can be gay and you don't mind. In Nigeria, you're not gonna do that. Okay, your father, your mother, everybody is going to kabash on you. When I mean kabash, they're going to pray on top of your head so that they'll, so you'll be all right. Okay guys, thank you so much for tuning in. That's all about my first impression about the Philippines when I got here. This video is pretty long and I don't want it to get too long, so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.